Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Mass Effect 3, where we've been sent to the Turian... Well, we're not in the homeworld. I think we're on the Turian planet. Sorry, the Turian moon, not planet. Here to save the Turian leader, but apparently he's dead. Line of succession is clear, but we need to activate the comm tower in order for them to contact everybody else. From Commander Hexnar, they sent us winter gear. Not sure what they thought we'd do with the kind of gear here, but I suppose we could thank the spirits nonetheless. The power sources can be cannibalized and converted to power our combat gear's filtering units instead, at least. It'll be nice not to have those clogging up anymore. Ah, some Greaves. All right, let us carry on before I am tempted to tell a terrible joke. Sir, we've got a mission to do. We'll be fighting the Husks and various other specific Geth-esque creatures. Geth-themed team battles. Oh, they're just kind of like crouching over there. Could use a little bit more power, I'd say. Still, I do still like the recharge. Time, because I can really throw these out pretty quickly. Like, I'm glad I don't necessarily have to rely on it entirely. Oh, we're already at the communications tower. That was fast.
We can't repair it from this panel.
Oh, never mind. Who would have expected that? I don't actually care. I don't have a coin to flip. If this pen falls down facing me, I'll pick Lyra. It fell down facing me.
Liara, see if you can repair it.
I'll go up and have a look. If you can keep Husks from climbing up behind me, I'd appreciate it.
Here they come.
Oh no, who would have expected Husks immediately? Also, this is kind of feel like, how many sequences in this game have we had so far which have basically just been defend the objective, defend the area? I want to say that's been a lot of them so far. Oh, are you already done? Good job, Liara.
The comm tower is now operational.
Much appreciated, Commander. I'll contact Palaven Command.
Let me know when you've got something. I'll help your men till I hear from you.
Understood.
Shepard out.
So far, it seems as though I'm only fighting Husks, so that's okay. They definitely go down a lot easier in this game than they did in the first game, because like the first game kind of lost itself in a combination of RPG mechanics and hit resistances. But in that doing so, it felt more like an RPG than a shooter. And as the games have progressed, they've leaned more into the shooter side of things, which has definitely streamlined the action side of things. Whereas like Mass Effect Andromeda emphasizes it in addition to movement, which it'll be interesting going back to that game because of that. Because like Mass Effect 2, I think, suffers most from being a cover-based shooter since you can't heal yourself directly. You can only use Unity to...
Information from Palaven Command. Please return ASAP.
On our way.
you can only restore your allies or take cover. And that really kind of pushed Mass Effect 2 as being more of a cover-based shooter. Whereas Mass Effect 3, well, at the very least, until you really start to unlock your powers, and then you have the ability to do a lot of other things. And then you don't necessarily need to find cover as often. Whereas, like, starting off as such a high level in Mass Effect 3 has definitely opened things up, but, ooh, a scimitar. I will just continue. And a mod. We have a mod now. All right, are we talking to you?
What have you got?
As your partner said, succession is usually simple. But right now, the hierarchy's in chaos. So many dead or MIA.
I need someone, I don't care who, as long as they can get us the Turian resources we
I don't care if it's that guy right over there. We're gonna take that guy.
We'll find you the Primarch.
Garrus.
Vicarian, sir. I didn't see you arrive.
At ease, General.
Good to see you again. I thought you'd be on Palaven.
If we lose this moon, we lose Palaven. I'm the closest damn thing we have to an expert on Reaper forces, so I'm advising.
James, this is Garrus Vicarian. He helped me stop the Collectors. He's a hell of a soldier.
He also helped me stop Saren.
Good to see you too, Liara.
Good to see you in one piece, Garrus.
General Corinthus filled me in. We know who we're after.
Palaven Command tells me that the next Primarch is General Adrian Victus.
Victus. His name's crossed my desk.
Know him, Garrus?
I was fighting alongside him this morning. Lifelong military, gets results, popular with his troops. Not so popular with military command. Has a reputation for playing loose with accepted strategy.
What do you
How
On
loose?
Patris, during the uprisings, his squad discovered a Solarian spy ring about the same time the Turian separatists did. Rather than neutralize the ring, he fell back. He even gave up valuable fortifications which the rebels took.
Then the rebels attacked the Solarians, and when both groups had worn each other down, Victus moved back in. Didn't lose a man.
Bold strategy, but wild behavior doesn't get you advanced up the meritocracy.
Primarch Victus. That should be something to see.
Can I trust him?
You think he can get the job done?
We both know conventional strategy won't beat the Reapers. Right now, he could be our best shot. And I trust him.
Good enough.
Okay, let's get him on the shuttle and get out of here.
Commander! Shepard, come in!
Can this wait, Joker? We're in the middle of a war zone.
We've got a situation on the Normandy, Commander. It's like she's possessed. Shutting down systems, powering up weapons. I can't find the source.
I need the Normandy standing by. We may have to bug out.
Should I go back and take a look?
Do it. Garrus, you said you were with Victus this morning?
Yeah, but we got separated. He went to bolster a flank that was breaking. Could be anywhere out there.
We're trying to raise him, Commander.
Incoming harvester.
Oh, hello. Are we having a little bit of a mini-boss?
General, tell Primarch Victus we'll rendezvous here.
Never mind. Not right now.
In the meantime, let's go take care of whatever that thing dropped off.
Oh, never mind. We are fighting somebody.
Are you kidding? I'm right behind you.
And it's very convenient that Liara just exited the squad so that the third party member has bugged out. So that Garrus can fill in.
Breathing so hard?
Atmosphere's a little thinner than I'm used to, is all. Adrenaline's better than oxygen any day.
Ah, you have shields.
Just me? Or those Reapers look like Turians?
You're right, they do.
And I want to say the Reaper types vary depending on the species they're copying, that they're indoctrinating. Anybody else? Oh, hello. Let's back up a little bit. Shall we use the sniper rifle? Bring it out. That missed. How did it miss? There we go. Much better. Get rid of you.
We're done here.
Oh. All right. Let's see if there's some interesting equipment upon this ledge. It looks like there is. Money. Cash. Money. All right. Let's go back to General Corinthia, see if he has found our replacement Primarch.
Shepard, come in.
Go ahead.
Still trying to raise the Primarch, but we've got trouble back here at the main barricade. If the Reapers breach it, we're done.
On my
Okay.
way.
Ooh, can I use your gun? Your gun emplacement? Yes, I can. Is it any good? It is. It fills up the entire screen, so it's hard to see.
They're on top of us.
Picking them off. Maybe I can do 3 at a time.
All right. So at the very least, I don't necessarily need to constantly have it
Okay, come on. Who's next?
gun blazing. Because it does enough damage to an individual husk pretty readily.
Heads up, you got another way. What?
All two can save.
What? A second wave? Do Turian even know what? Oh no, there's fish in the Presidium. Even Krogan know what fish are. But maybe they haven't put fish into barrels. You know, on the top of this cliff is an excellent position to be shooting these husks. Now, get back here. Are they gonna send any other type of bad guy? Or just husks? Did they not bother programming other bad guys to be able to climb? Oh, never mind. Here we go, whatever the hell that is.
What is that thing?
Oh no, my fancy gun emplacement. Oh, hello. You also have ads. Who would have expected this? This guy isn't going to be taking that much damage. Yep, he's already gone. A brute.
Shepard, Corinthus here.
What's the word of the Primarch?
Still can't get a stable comm link.
Okay, I'm going on foot. Shepard out. Garrus, take me to the last place you saw Victus.
Not a bad start.
How far?
Should be pretty quick, unless we find trouble.
Yeah, we seem to be pretty good at that, so. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at.
Elephant. That blaze of orange. The big one. That's where I was born.
That's rough. Still have family there?
My dad. A sister.
How bad is it?
3 million lost the first day. 5 the second.
How's your military holding up?
When you can see the fires of war from
Putting
space,
up a good fight.
For now.
that's how you know things are bad.
Before the fight's kicked out. If they'd only listened to your warnings about the Reapers, we might have been ready.
Maybe. Hard to figure how you prepare for something like this.
Well, step one is believe that it is a problem. You can't solve the problem if you haven't solved step one, which is denial. Step two, maybe estimate like the actual
More back here.
power strength of the Reapers. You can assume that since it's defeated like every civilization previous to that point, as well as the practical example from the Citadel attack.
Bastards. I never should have left Earth.
Like, you can start working on, okay, a prototype for how strong your defenses need to be in order to defeat it.
Pisses me off.
But you're here asking Victus to do the same thing. Leave the fight to make nice in some boardroom.
This summit is the only chance we've got. None of us is beating the Reapers alone.
None of us are beating the Reapers alone. Oh, hello, Turians.
You okay?
Yes, sir. We'll make it.
Have you seen General Victus?
Half hour ago. Headed south.
Okay, good luck.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Turians. Keep up the good fight.
That was a little closer than I'd like.
I'll say.
Still not as close as a previous mid-air collision that James himself caused. So, and that wasn't even in a war zone. That was just... That was on a different planet entirely.
So Lola, you really think this summit will work? I mean, Asari? Solarians? Where's the Krogan and Batarians? Where's the meat?
It's not that easy.
The Batarians took the first hit when the Reapers arrived. Not much left of them. And the Krogan have never forgiven us for the genophage.
Right. Turians sterilized them.
Solarians came up with it.
And the Krogan hate them both for it.
So they won't be joining us.
Too bad. I fought with the Krogan. They're tough sons of bitches.
Oh, but it's just ancient history. So, that's what the Codex said. All right. Interesting use of kind of like a lengthy level to go through
Okay,
as a
double
means
time.
of
No Reapers taking this Primarch from me.
having character dialogue and plot. Like Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption tends to have these things kind of like baked into the time spent in between locations. And you...
Move it to the compound.
Moving!
Right behind you!
Well, hello, oh, it's another brute. And that's what I mean in regards to the single-player game feeling like it has kind of developed multiplayer-esque tendencies. Oh, hello. Is you have that focus on unit type, whereas like in Mass Effect 2, it was less about unit type as much as like it was just bad guy with gun, and that's something like Call of Duty games kind of suffer from, is that you don't really feel like you're fighting any specific unit type as much as you're just fighting numerous bad guys with guns. Oh my, hello. Let's see if we can find some more heavy weapons around this place. And maybe deal with this marauder right over there. Nope, he's still going. Like, it would be very convenient if there were more heavy weapons sitting around, minding their own business. I mean, I suppose I could just pelt this guy with bullets. What do I have that's good? Singularity? Cluster grenade?
Finish the bastard!
You, use your carnage ability. All right, we got rid of one.
It's been a brutal fight for these guys.
But the top.
What is that? Oh, frag grenade.
Almost there! Let's go!
Yep, there we go. Who is left? Who are we shooting at? There's General Victus.
General Victus,
Yes?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Commander, I know who you are. I can't wait to find out what brings you out here.
You,
Where
sir.
did you go?
Heavy Reaper unit on the right flank. I believe your exact words were, "Get that thing the hell off my men."
Appreciate it.
General, you're needed off-planet. I've come to get you.
It will take something beyond important for me to leave my men or my Turian brothers and sisters in their fight.
Fedorian was killed. You're the new Primarch.
You're needed immediately to chair a summit and represent your people in the fight against the Reapers.
That is a pretty awesome shot.
I'm Primarch of Palaven, negotiating for the Turian hierarchy.
That is a lot of responsibility to suddenly drop on your lap. Although I suppose he's the general. Though there are multiple generals that we've already met on this moon.
I hate diplomats.
What makes you think you're not qualified?
I'm not really a by-the-book kind of guy, and I piss people off. My family's been military since the Unification War. War is my life. It's in my bones. But that kind of passion is deceptive. Can make you seem reckless when you're anything but.
War is your resume. At a time like this, we need leaders who've been through that hell.
I like that. You're right.
And honestly, uniting these races may take as much strength as facing the Reapers. See this devastation, Primarch? Double that for Earth. I need an alliance. I need the Turian fleet.
Give me a moment to say goodbye to my men.
Without him down here, there's a good chance we lose this move.
Without him up there's a good chance we lose everything.
Look at that. And they want my opinion on how to stop it?
Yes.
Failed CSEC officer, vigilante, and I'm their expert advisor? Think you can win this thing, Shepard?
I mean, we could try.
I don't know, Garrus, but I'm sure as hell gonna give it my best shot.
I'm damn sure nobody else can do it. For whatever it's worth, I'm with you.
Welcome aboard. Are you ready, Primarch Victus?
One thing. Commander, I appreciate your need for our fleets, but I can't spare them, not while my world is burning. But if the pressure could be taken off Palaven...
That's a pretty tall order.
We need the Krogan. I can't see us winning this thing without them. Get them to help us, and then we can help you.
The Krogan?
Looks like your summit just got a lot more interesting.
Ah, thanks, Garrus. All right. We're going to be heading off to the Krogan homeworld. See what they're up to.
Sorry, have been down this road before, Commander Shepard.
But Madam Counselor, let me...
I tried to smooth things over with the Solarian Dalatras. To say she's upset would be a monumental understatement.
Some of these issues are hundreds of years old. Time to let go.
Sad to say, but any effort to ally these disparate groups seems doomed to failure. And I'm sure you understand that we cannot afford to waste time with the Reapers knocking at our door. This must be my final word. I'm sorry, but the Asari will not be at your summit.
Ah,
Our
thanks.
alliance would be stronger with the Krogan. You need them. We all do.
I wish you luck, Commander. Goodbye.
So the Asari are basically like the elves from Lord of the Rings. Okay.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Nope. I'm good.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
All right, let's take a look at our war resources, and then I guess we probably will be needing to talk to the various people on our ship. Don't think... Yeah, we've only gone up a little bit. We got Eden Prime support. And that's it. We still have not hit minimum total military strength. That's going to be a little while before we worry about that. Primarch Victus.
Commander, thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapon systems. Something about calibrations.
Sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari Counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right, but there'll be a lot more blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
And when you put it that way...
I feel like the added real blood part kind of makes the sentence a bit hokey.
Is there something else I can help you with?
Like, by itself, there'll be a lot more blood if we don't try. Doesn't necessarily need the explanation. But the added explanation is kind of like an added explanation to a joke. It kind of like waters down the final experience. Turian help from Earth. Tell me about
I
it.
understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
Your new duties?
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
Tell me about Palaven.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
That's not a tactic.
I've seen the same
Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force isn't a
Strategist in
tactic.
me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
Like, technically a Zergling rush, sending
Thank
like
you,
a
Primarch.
mass of like
My
small,
thoughts are with Palaven.
And
weaker
mine
enemies to overwhelm the enemy, that is more of a tactic. Because like a Zergling by itself is very weak. But if you get 100 of them, a husk by itself is very weak. But if you send 100 of them at once, it could overwhelm a small outpost. That is a tactic. But if you send 100 brutes at an outpost at once,
Commander, Edie just went offline.
What do you mean offline?
I don't know, she's not responding and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to deck 3.
all right.
Commander, comm systems are going haywire. Whatever's happening is centered on deck 3.
See if you can get to Edie. I'll check the AI core.
Yep, we're going there. Like, you just basically mass-produced your biggest unit and then sent them all in. There's no tactics to that. That's just raw strength. Ooh, hold on. No. There's reassigned powers. Is that the only thing going on in the med lab?
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter. Follow
Joker,
your lead.
what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire or something.
I'm going in.
Sir, you don't seem like you're accomplishing anything. Why don't I get a fancy gas mask?
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard? Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
I can tell. That must be what's causing the lights to go off and on. What exactly happened?
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can, then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However,
sure,
my first
why
step
not?
should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
And then greet everybody on the ship. Just be like, hey.
They was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
On that, we can agree.
All right. Well. Yeah, I can only reset powers. Oh, here we go. Bonus powers. Fortification, reinforce armor using protective Foucault currents. And Slam. I did enjoy Slam in Mass Effect 2. Do I already have access to it? I already have access to it. All right. But I'm going to spend... Let's see. Increase recharge speed of all powers by 40% for 30 seconds when detonating. Increase damage bonus and force bonus by 25%. Increase power duration by 25%. That's easier for me to comprehend. All right. Oh, you can only choose one or the other. What did I lose for, I probably just wasted a bunch of money in my confusion. But what did I lose for purchasing fortification? Probably nothing. That's probably just, like an additional slot. Let us talk to Garrus, see how he's doing. How is he calibrating to the ship once again?
2 of our dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's her. She's an old friend of Urdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
Garrus, didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
Idle hands.
What I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So, you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
I know. People are actually looking to us for answers.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
That respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table.
You're on.
Something else you want to talk about?
Nothing more
That's
for
all
now.
Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Alright, let's go talk to Liara. Armor-piercing ammo. Damn it, now I have to spend my money again? Because that is more interesting than Slam, because there's so many... I need to have something that does against... Yeah, this... I need this. I'm really wasting my money. But I feel like with there's enough armored weapons. Like the big guys all have tons of armor. Shields, but
You're
armor.
If you don't want to come over and talk.
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus. Hello again, Shepard.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Alright.
Of course.
So he has nothing to say. Okay, let's go over to Joker, see if,
The private messages terminal has new correspondence.
That's great. Thank you, Glyph. See what he thinks about, Edie's new body. I found something suspicious.
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I do not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front.
This is where Jack shows up.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer.
Yeah, the Krogan planet is a primary objective. And then the Ascension Project is directly related to the books.
A young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
So far, I've only read the first... Have I read the first 3 books? I read the first 2 Mass Effect books. The first one feels more like required reading for backstory, but otherwise it's not particularly that good. The second one is also not particularly that good, but it's at least something new. I'd like to help them.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch. Maybe you belong here after all.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
Take the compliment. Who are you? Alright, let us go talk to Joker, see what he thinks about Edie.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot!
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander, don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that Edie was gonna install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it?
Good point.
Look at that! I would've baked a cake.
I am right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are.
Edie, tell me about yourself.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions, if I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
Well, here's the thing, though. Thank you, Jeff.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
Technically, the body has already received
Flying the ship.
Stress testing because there was the previous pilot of said body.
He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
I would say you should choose your own path. I would also say that Jeff is the kind of person who will deflect everything with humor.
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
All right. I think I'm going to stop here for the night. Got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.
Commander, you have a message from Major Olenko. He must be feeling better.
Never mind. I'm not going to stop here for the night. I'm going to read my messages. Oh, I have a lot of messages. We'll get to those messages next time. Meantime, good night.